Hello! Welcome to this week's episode of Two Cats and a Mouse!
Today, we thought we would talk about some of the romantic things that you can do at Disney for Valentine's Day or for another time.
Yeah, we have a lot of experience with this because most of the time when we've gone to Disney, it's been as a couple.
Yes, and there are lots of things. Some people, I feel like, think that Disney is just for kids, but it's very romantic.
There are a lot of things that are designed by Disney to be like special moments or even romantic things you can do. Some of the things on our list are things we've done before, and some of the things on our list are things we want to try.
Yes, so we've got a lot to talk about. One of the first things that you can kind of easily think about that's romantic is restaurants.
One of the most romantic dining experiences we've had at Disney is Cinderella's Royal Table. Now, we've been there for breakfast and dinner, but we found that dinner is the most romantic time to eat there.
By far.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, at dinner, when you look outside, there's twinkling lights everywhere. The carousel is glowing softly through the stained glass. And it's just beautiful food. And every time we've gone, there has been proposals at Cinderella's Royal Table. And it's just very nice experience. Another restaurant that we really love is Sanaa. We think it's a beautiful experience because you go in, there's Indian and African infused food, and you can overlook and see the animals, the zebras and giraffes. They're just right outside the window. It's just kind of a special experience in that way, and I imagine if you asked to sit by the window, it would just be that much more beautiful. One of the things that we think is romantic is in Hollywood Studios at Mamma Mia's. Mamma Mia's is kind of an old world Italian restaurant. You can go and get beautiful Italian dishes, and you have the red and white checkered tablecloths. I don't know, I just imagine being in Lady and the Tramp. I know that there's also Tony's in Magic Kingdom. We have not tried Tony's, and so one of the things is we want to go there and try the spaghetti kiss, which would also be romantic, but Mamma Mia's is really nice. We really like
Italian food in general is romantic.
Yeah.
Another place on our list is also from Hollywood Studios, and that's the Sci-Fi Drive-In. Now, the Sci-Fi Drive-In is modeled after a 1950s drive-in, which those were almost designed to be romantic because as a teenager you could take a date with you, and at the Sci-Fi Drive-In you sit in a car and it's dimly lit, you're watching the screen, so you can kind of like put your arm around your lady and you can enjoy the cheesy 1950s movie trailers and everything, and you can get a milkshake. It's very romantic. It can be.
Yes. So another place is the Santa Angel Inn in Epcot. I heard someone say it's always twilight at Santa Angel Inn, which is true, because there are stars on the ceiling, much like Sci-Fi Drive-In. It's nighttime all the time inside there. And there's beautiful
atmosphere.
Yeah, Mexican inspired food, and it's very nice. They have
have the boat ride from the Three Caballeros that goes through there. And I think do they have white linens on the table?
I believe so, yes.
Another romantic place is Be Our Guest for dinner. Now, we've only eaten there for breakfast or lunch, but we understand that at dinner, it's basically reservation only, and you get to meet Belle and the Beast. And the decor and the atmosphere are very romantic. Yes.
And then there are lots of other places all throughout Disney World, some that we've been to, some that we haven't. Some very, very expensive restaurants like Victoria and Albert's. There's also Tiffin's in Animal Kingdom, Chico in the Animal Kingdom Lodge. There's Artist Point in the Wilderness Lodge. There's the Blue Zoo. There's places at Disney Springs. And there's just so many beautiful restaurants. And so we just really encourage you to find one that you like, take your loved one there, and have a wonderful meal and talk over candlelight.
Now, aside from dining, there are other experiences at Disney that are very romantic.
There are lots of attractions that are romantic. I personally think that walking through the jungle treks in Animal Kingdom is very romantic. There's one where you go and you pick out birds in this bird viewing room, and you can kind of do that together and just kind of walk around and talk. It's like taking a little stroll. You know, it's really nice.
Some other attractions or rides that we think are romantic are mainly located in the Magic Kingdom. The Magic Kingdom to us is a very romantic place in general. One of the most romantic rides to me is It's a Small World. It's kind of a vintage ride. You're riding in a boat right next to your person. You can put your arm around them. It's kind of a colorful, peaceful, loving kind of ride.
And really any of the boat rides, you know, you could consider them as romantic. Another one that we really like is go on top of the Robinson Crusoe tree at night. Everyone goes up there during the day, but you miss everything. You've got to go at night. So when you go up at night, you can see the castle from the top, and you can see the whole park lit up, and you can even watch wishes there. And so we have done that, and it's a really beautiful experience.
And another ride that we consider romantic is the Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover. It's never crowded. You can walk on that ride almost any time, day or night. You have a car to yourself. You can sit facing each other if you want, or you can sit side by side. And it gives you this nice, gentle tour of Tomorrowland, and you can see Cinderella's castle as a backdrop in the background. And it's fun and interesting and romantic.
Yes. And you know, really any attraction could be romantic with your loved one. One of the ones that Evan and I find fun and romantic is the Tiki Room, because it's somewhere that we go literally every time we go to Disney World. We experience that ride for the first time together because neither one of us had gone as a child. And so it has special memories for us.
And it's not really a ride. You go in and it's an animatronic bird show if you've never seen it before.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It is cool, and it's funny. There's a lot of kind of funny comedy bits in there, and it's very beautiful. They made it very tropical and lush in there, and it's very relaxing.
And it transports you to Polynesia or Hawaii. It really does.
Yeah. And they even sing some songs in that show that are kind of like lovey kind of songs too.
Tweet, 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 tweet.
Yeah. We love it. We like to, one of our favorite things is to go get a Dole Whip, a pineapple Dole Whip float, and take it in there. But they won't let you take the Dole Whip into the show.
Tweet, 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 tweet. If you want to get your special loved one a gift, you can order something through the Disney Floral and Gifts and have it sent to the room. I did that for Evan one time. It wasn't really for a romantic thing. It was just for fun. But you can actually get beautiful floral arrangements and all sorts of things. I think you can even get champagne and chocolates, probably. But you know, that's a nice thing to do. There's also the spas at Walt Disney World. There's one in the Grand Floridian, and there are others around the property that you could go to and get a nice massage, get pampered. And then there's lots of shopping too. At Disney Springs, there's the Ganachery and the Ghirardelli chocolate store. And then there's also jewelry that you can buy in Disney Springs and also in the parks. You know, of course, we talked about Pandora jewelry, but there's many more selections. So there are lots of gifts that you can get your loved one and surprise them.
Another thing that Tiffany and I think is romantic is something we've never tried before. But at Disney, at the resorts, you can ride horses. You can either ride a horse or ride in a horse-drawn carriage. And you could do this at the Wilderness Lodge Resort or at the Port Orleans Resort. And another show that we think is romantic is the Beauty and the Beast stage show at Hollywood Studios.
Yes, it can be very romantic. There's a lot of people there, but if you get lost in the moment, it's a romantic story that will whisk you away. um, Another great show is Cirque du Soleil at Disney Springs. What an artful and beautiful show to go with your loved one. And then if you're wanting something kind of fun, I would even suggest the Frozen sing-along in Hollywood Studios. I mean, it's not necessarily the most, typically romantic thing, but I think it can be romantic because it's dark in there, it snows, and you can kind of sing the songs, and I don't know, it's just a moment, it's just to have a silly moment together. It's kind of fun.
That's true.
Another thing to consider is the time of year that you go to Disney World. There are some beautiful celebrations such as the Flower and Garden Festival where you can walk and see some beautiful landscapes and designs, and even a butterfly garden with your loved one. There's also the Food and Wine Festival, especially if you like yummy food and if you like wine. And there's also Christmas time that it can be very romantic to walk around and see all of the twinkling lights together. It's so fun.
Now, if you really want to pull out all the stops and make it the most romantic trip of your lifetime, Disney does have packages where you can renew your vows as a couple, and that would be beautiful and romantic. There are a handful of different locations where you can do this. One that I know of is at the Grand Floridian, and I bet you could do it at the Polynesian. There may be a couple of other spots where you could do that too. So if you're really looking to impress or have a huge surprise for your significant other, you could plan out a vow renewal, and that is a big deal at Disney. It's very romantic.
Yes, or even a wedding. They have amazing weddings at Disney.
And finally, our number one pick for the most romantic thing at Disney is the fireworks Cinderella Castle show, Wishes. Tiffany and I love this show. We think that it's one of the most beautiful and romantic things you can do at Disney. Now, it is romantic to be right there on Main Street in the middle of the crowd with just you and your loved one watching this spectacular show, and you really get swept up in the moment. But there are also other ways to enjoy it. One of the other ways is Disney offers a dessert party. It's on the Tomorrowland Terrace. It costs a little bit extra. Okay, maybe a lot extra. But you get to go in early. You get this dessert bar, and it comes with apple cider. It's beautiful, very romantic. You get front row seating to watch Wishes at Cinderella Castle.
I read that they're starting the dessert party on the lawn as well. We have not experienced that.
That would be amazing. Now, we did watch Wishes a couple of times through using a fast pass back when they did that out on the lawn.
Yeah.
But another way you can experience Wishes is at the Polynesian Resort out on the beach. They play the music and turn the lights down for Wishes so you can watch it off in the distance. That would be romantic. Also, in the Contemporary Resort at the California Grill. In that restaurant, if you're having a nice romantic dinner, they also dim the lights in the restaurant, and you can watch Wishes out the window.
Yes. So, and even at Ohana, you can watch the fireworks. And there's riverboat cruises too to watch the fireworks. So they really offer a lot of opportunities to watch Wishes, and it is truly romantic and beautiful.
Yep. It's worth the price of admission by itself, we think.
Yes. So just enjoy your day. Take your loved one by the hand. Give them a smooch.
Yay.
And have a wonderful Valentine's Day.
2017.
Hey, Evan, I have a card for you.
Aww.
Happy Valentine's Day. Want to know how much I love you?
How much? This much?
This much.
Happy Valentine's Day! And happy Valentine's Day to Apple and Olive. And I have a card for you, Tiffany. Happy Valentine's Day. So, happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Thank you for watching. And please leave comments and let us know things that you think are romantic at Disney World. Did we miss something? Should we add something? Let us know.
Comment below and please subscribe and like our videos. And thank you so much. And happy Valentine's Day. Bye.
Bye, Apple and Olive.